You're a yummy donut, and I appreciate you for your insides and your outsides. ChainLINK. This is the chart of ChainLINK, otherwise known as PainLINK. PainLINK is not going down. It's actually going up. What's going on? Well, why is it going up? I don't know. I think its fundamentals are strong, though. Why? Because I have a bag. Is the ChainLINK token even needed, friends? Good question. No and yes. No, it's not needed. But also, yes, it's needed. By who? Me. Because I need it for my portfolio to pump. That's what's been happening. Prices go up. You don't know why. We attach a narrative. And then you realize later on after they dump, oh my gosh, they were actually just front running the narrative. Markets go up and down, friends. Make sure you have been accumulating as much as you can. We are running out of time. Eventually, the price is just going to be too high. I've been asked this a few times. Where would you stop buying your stinky link? To be honest, if you're going to keep buying here, you're going to have to cut it off at some point. I would personally, like, the danger zone seems to be around this $13, $15 zone. I had a flat out, anything under $10, market buy. I mean, it's just fascinating how, if only you had a friend, if only there was a friend who said, anything under $10, please market buy, and then don't look back, since May 2022. And it worked out. I wonder what else I'm going to be right about. I'm just very curious about that. Make sure you like, subscribe, belly button, all friends. I appreciate every single one of you. Shocking the algorithm in a family-friendly way. I would wait. Maybe if it hits his $13 mark, you got to cut off at some point. But if you want to participate, you got two options. One, let's say you're still buying at $13 or $15. What I would do is, those bullets I get, make sure you get rid of them at $30. Why? That's the 50% fib retrace around it. Look at that. Bang. 61% to 50%. You see this zone? That's what I would do. So I would keep adding. Maybe it goes down, up, down, up, down, up. Get all those bullets. You calculate them what you are here. Let's say you put in, let's say $500 5 times. You got $2,500. I would get out there. It's not about the money being made. It's just that, man, you're going to feel really pissed off if there's some sort of poof. That's all. You're just going to be really pissed off. So that's how I would approach it personally. Make sure you've got most of your bags packed. There are other coins out there. There's real DeFi, Pulse, PulseX, EHEX, and PHEX. By the way, I've drawn this chart differently, friends. This is combined hex in the candles. The gray is EHEX. The little pink is the PHEX. So plenty of opportunity out there. Also, friendly reminder, I did a recent portfolio shift. I'm now overweight, more weight in PulseX and Pulse. Many reasons. You can go watch the video there. Also, it's cool to see ChainLINK moving up, isn't it? You know what else is cool? Hearing the truth. You know, I know it's very hard. But who else is going to tell you this? Bitcoin ETF. Not bullish. Not even remotely bullish. After it's launched. We gotta do an asterisk there. What I'm about to tell you is gonna be hurtful to hear. And undeniable, though. You know, if you've heard this, right? Buy the rumor, sell the news. Buy the rumor, sell the news. You buy the rumor, you sell the news. All right. We've got the Roca Negra Bitcoin ETF. Coin goes up. All right, there's a sell the news part. No, there's not. No, they're not. There's more to price in. Come on, man. How many times do I have to go through this, friends? I know I wanted to keep going up to, but you know they're scammers. They're reptilian lizard people. They own the IMF. It's all the bug eaters, JP Mosquito. They're coming here to strangle crypto. I mean, there's only 450,000 pieces of evidence now. Everybody has been front-running the Roca Negra Bitcoin ETF for a long time. Please tell me of anybody out there who still thinks that the Roca Negra ETF is definitely not coming now. Find them to me. I want show them. Bring them to me. And I want to be fed grapes while they are explaining to me that the Roca Negra ETF is not going to be accepted. All right. Well, you can't find anybody? Well, there you go. The market's priced it in now. Everybody has anticipated that's going to be accepted. All right. Did you know something called Canada? Some people say Canada. Have already launched the Bitcoin ETF. Guess what it did? No demand. The Bitcoin ETF in Canadian land, there was no demand. It did not open the door for any demand. Nobody cared. The Bitcoin ETF might be a very nice launch date sell signal. So they might launch it a day. Yay, it's approved. Okay, we start trading in 2 months. That might be when we're about to roll over. I hope it's a higher low, by the way. You're going to pray that too. Like, you know, there's no guarantees, but we'll just, please be a higher low. Please be a higher low. That's all we're waiting for. Like, anything can happen. We've been through so much. We just need, I mean, this was tough, wasn't it? This was the USDC depegging. You see this? And then here, oh, SEC, bang. And then, oh, Rectember, bang. You see that? 1, 2, 3. These are 3 really hard emotional things to get through. Who knows, man? We just might zip right up. Yay, get them bullish. And that might happen. We don't know how high the altcoins are going to go. That's $1 trillion question. There's a big difference. If ChainLink's only like $13 when Bitcoin is at the $40,000 zone, man, I don't want to risk touching that. It's $13, man. That's too cheap. If combined hex is like 4 cents or 5 cents, I'm not selling that. That's minus 90% off the top. So the opportunity cost might be too high. But it might drop 30 to 40% anyway in line with Bitcoin. It's a tough game. But that's what's happened in the past. We can look back through moments in history and see what's happened. And yes, as you get closer to the bull market, the altcoin drops get lower, but they still take a hit, even though they are in a huge discount from the top. All we can do is pray that Bitcoin goes to $40,000 to $50,000, makes those bears really capitulate long and smack. That's what it does. It consumes souls. Speaking of consuming souls, Blockchain Boy is out to consume the Pulsican souls. Blockchain Boy, he is the current season's boss. He drops some really rare armor. If you can get his armor, plus 10 strength, plus 5 evasion, there's even HP regen. You're going to need that for some fire bosses, friends. The tick damage. Blockchain Boy, the current season boss. Now, I thought this was AI, by the way. He actually met with Governor De Soy. It's real. I don't know what he was talking about. Like, this guy's looking at. Friends, let's look at Governor De Soy. He's probably looking at this dude like, is this the future? And he's just like, hello, Governor De Soy. You guys got a treasury. I got a good idea. Go to Coinbase, mint some Tether, put it into Uniswap and buy my bags, sir. And then after that, well, we win. It's over. Thank you very much. Wouldn't that be a great story for all of us? We can only dare to dream. Now, I know you're laughing, but this is the Bitcoin Maxi strategy for the governments. It looks funny when we're seeing Blockchain Boy tell Governor De Soy, hey, come buy our bags. The Bitcoin Maxis, they literally do this. They go to countries and they say, hey, it'd be a really good idea, get your treasury and buy my bags. How do you think we got El Salvador in? You think they just accidentally came in? No. They went and they shilled it to them at 40K. Oh, man. Yeah, minus 65%. Oh, man, we would have gone down in history, friends. We're lucky we're winning, because that would have been pretty embarrassing, how we kind of bankrupted a third world country. So PulseChain Boy would be his name if he was a supporter, but he's actually Blockchain Boy. It would be funny if we actually converted him by the end of it. I wonder how high we'd have to go for him to do that. It'd be funny if Blockchain Boy renamed to PulseChain Boy. That might be the classic sell signal at the very, very end. That's how high we'd have to go. He's plotting to take down Pulse, PulseX, and Hex. So they're plotting on what? They want to discuss how to destroy the PulseChain Bridge. Don't forget that PulseChain Bridge is super important. It is our beacon of light to let us know how many people are coming in and out. So we have the daily active users in, and everyone has to be focusing on that, because telling you now, baby dolls, it's easy for you and me. Okay, you just click your bridge over. So many people are like, what? How does it work? Ugh, how do they talk to each other? Ethereum. It's very hard. The EHEX rally, though, got his attention. You know what's interesting? I made that post. If I was master of the Richard Hart universe, I would pump EHEX. And look what it did. EHEX pumped so much, it got Blockchain Boy's attention. Think about that. It worked. The one that they all thought was dead. I wonder what happens from now. Don't forget he is one of the main bosses. Don't forget this, friends. Eating bacon, yield farming that bacon, sweet, sweet bacon. And I think it's important to finally think about, why am I getting strong morning wood when I wake up? I was wondering, what's going on here? Oh, I know why. All right. I had this epiphany. The most bearish influencers on Twitteroonie and on YouTube's, they have already gone quiet in the past 2 weeks. Especially Twitter. Because Twitter, it's people typing and there's a lot of like nerds and anonymous people. They don't really talk. So everything comes off really dry and abusive and negative and condescending. So you hate them a lot more. There have been no funny tweets or chart posts. I've checked my timeline. I check it all day. I'm here for you, friends. I'm here as a man of the people. All these people who gained notoriety in 2022, popularity, they're like, yeah, Bitcoin, bear market, yeah. These people would point the fingers at everyone saying, you're going down, and you're an idiot. Guess what? I might be an idiot, but my bags have been growing. How about yours? See, you have this imaginary horrible in your head. You think that when prices went down, that they were scooping up these free cheap prices, that they were buying like Stinky Link, that they were buying, Hex. No, they weren't touching it at all. They weren't. You know how I know? Because, you see, this is, for example, ChainLINK. They had Link going down to this zone. Bang. They had Link, you know what retracement off the top that is? They had Link going down minus 95%. So their target's $2. They said, oh, I'll buy a $2 Link. Now it's at $11. You think they're going to buy it? No, they're not. No, they're not going to buy it. They're not going to buy 5x higher than what their target was. Just like people who said total Hex, combined Hex, they said it's going to go down to like half a penny. Or a third of a penny. I believe that was the most common target, a third of a penny. When combined Hex gets back to 3 cents, they're not touching it with a 10-foot pole. They're like, my target is minus 90% lower. I'm not buying up now because they're bears. They're scum. They're smelly. They poop in the woods. We are bulls. We have to plop, 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 poop out in the open. They are sidelined. And it's obvious. They don't come back, friends. That's why, please, you got to listen to me. These bears, they're cucks. They really are cucks. They're just permanently bearish. Like, red candle, red candle. Okay, you got your 7 red candles in a row. Congratulations. And they say, congratulations for what? I want another 7 red candles in a row. Like, oh, come on, man. You've already got your destruction. We lost all our money. We're wrecked. You're still not buying? No. Guess what? It's now turned the other way. It's going to keep turning the other way. These people are going to hurt themselves more because they actually think that they're going to like retire making like this 3% per month dream type of trading scenario on leverage. Not going to happen. All right. Look around you left and right. Who killed it? Oh, I know. Everybody who bought and held long term. You already know the answers, friends. These people, they've ruined their one shot to make it. And I really do. Because they think that they're going to keep making like all these leverage trades and going to do amazing in the next bull market. No, they're not. Their returns are only a function of how shitty the bull market is for emotional money. If emotional money gets diminishing gains, well, guess what? Their trading returns also diminish. Their egos are going to take a big hit. They're going to learn the lesson the easy way or the hard way. Well, guess what? They've chosen the hard way. I know they like a hard, family-friendly show. Make sure you like, subscribe, belly button, all to your mum and dad. We're going to have some donuts after dinner, friends. Catch you soon.